Pregnant bladder means first stop just for me. I can't hold it. This was a very typical, not typical, stereotypical type of place that we just stopped at. We are in the country. We just stopped at a gas station for me to go to the bathroom, and that was a 24-hour massage place inside the gas station. But apparently there was also a pretty popular little fast food place that the locals like to come to.
Did you get a massage?
No.
What did the masseuse look like?
I don't know. But everybody in there is definitely very,
was it a machine or an
very
actual
country.
person?
No, it's like a, I don't know, it's like a back room in there. All I saw was like a little table with some frilly stuff
Candles
on it.
stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
At a gas station.
Since car vlogs can be kind of slow, we've been saving up some of the questions you guys have been asking in the comments of previous vlogs, and me and Dana thought we would, Dana really enjoys driving. No, Hallie's actually being super cute. She's just laying back here going, hi, hi, hi guys.
We're going to Aunt Glory.
Yeah, you guys watching lots of movies from the library?
Yeah.
First one is from Lulu Beretta. She asks, I want to have a big family too, but I'm worried I won't be able to keep track of all the kids like you were saying. Is it really stressful to go out with them all?
No. I don't think so. I mean, if you're lucky, we're not lucky, however you see it, you usually only have one kid at a time, so you get used to it. And when Hannah was born, I don't think I was even used to one kid when Zeke was born, and so it was just like a continual, like, it really wasn't hard to get used to 2 kids at that point. And with 3, I mean, I don't know, you have to train your older kids. So like I pushed Hallie, we got rid of our double stroller when I was pregnant with baby number 3, so I was like, we don't need a double. And so Hallie sits in the stroller and Hannah and Zeke hold on to the stroller, and it just takes training. And part of me, like, sometimes I do like to go out on my own, but part of it I keep on thinking is like, but these kids need the experience of getting out and going to a store and knowing how to act. So it's all in the training, and it's worth it.
And you think it's hard to just go out with one, like it doesn't like multiply exponentially with the number of kids you have? As they get older, they actually become more of like a help if you train them that way, and like more of an asset. So it actually can become easier to go out, I think, with a lot of them than just...
And the older ones will train the younger ones too. When the younger ones see how the older ones are acting, they usually fall in line. I actually think Hallie has been our most obedient child at 1 year old than Hannah and Zeke were, because she sees how Hannah and Zeke are disciplined, and she kind of feeds off of that.
So next question is from Ashley's Bringing Family In. I love that you guys homeschool. I also homeschool my daughters. Gets a little tough at times, but it's well worth it. You guys plan on doing it all through high school? That's the biggest question people always ask me. My oldest is 10, and the way schools are getting, I definitely think I will keep them homeschooled. Great video. Would love if you guys could check out our channel. Thank you in advance. Okay, so will we homeschool our kids all the way through high school? I don't really know the answer to that question, because our kids aren't even in 1st grade yet, so it'd be really hard to make a choice like that about 12th grade or 9th grade or whatever at this point. So like we don't know. We're taking it 1 year at a time, and we'll evaluate each step of the way. I can say, for those, you know, because we also get some comments from people like, how could you homeschool your kids? Like, they're gonna be socially, you know, delinquent, and they're not going to have friends, and don't you want them to be able to go to college and get a degree and all that kind of stuff? And I think there's certainly people out there, you know, homeschoolers who become kind of weird once, you know, but that doesn't have to be the case just because you homeschool.
Look at Tim.
Well, I don't know if everyone would say I'm normal, but
people wouldn't be watching your vlog if they don't think that. Maybe not.
I don't know. Maybe they watch it because I'm weird. But yeah, I was homeschooled my entire life, kindergarten through 12th grade, and I have a high school diploma, I have a 4 years college degree, and I have a master's degree, and I'm still friends today with some of the friends that I had when I was like in 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade, you know, growing up with. So just because you homeschool doesn't mean like you're gonna have all those issues.
You don't shut them off from the world.
Yeah, you're not. It all depends on how you parent and what you're and what you value and that kind of stuff. But one of the reasons that we do homeschool though is that we do believe that Dana and I are intended to be the primary influencers in our kids' lives, and that I don't think that just means like only certain aspects. I think it means like their education. I think that means their social life, especially when they're at this young of an age, like they're very formative right now, very moldable. That doesn't mean we don't want other people to influence them by any means, of course not. That just means like, if raising our children is the most important thing for us right now, then how do we order our life around that, you know, so that can happen to its fullest potential. Next question is another one from Lulu Beretta. She asks, what do you look for in a baby name? Does it just have to sound right? I have a huge list of things I look for in a baby name, and on top of all of them, my husband has to like it too, so there aren't many left after all of that, LOL. So, what do we look for in a baby name?
The meaning
of the name.
Of the name. The flow with first, middle, and last name. The initials can't spell
anything weird.
Yeah.
One of the things that Dan and I are probably going to do differently with this next boy is that, like with the other kids, we always named them something that would like kind of project identity onto them. So we gave them names that were like intentional, like, hey, this is kind of like part of the story we want you to live into, or something we want you to value, or something like that. This next kid, I think, rather than trying to project identity onto them, I think instead what we're going to do is try to like name them after where Dana and I are currently, like in life and in the story that our family is living out and everything, so that every time we say that kid's name, or every time that kid hears their name, it's like that's where we came from, you know. So maybe 20 years, 30 years, like he remembers, oh, this is where I came from, this is the part of the story like I was born into. And every time we say the kid's name, it's a reminder to us of hey, that's where we were, we've grown past that to where we are now. So I know that might sound kind of weird, and like once we explain the names and kind of what they're meaning, then I think it'll be like, oh, okay, I get that now. That's cool, that makes sense. Taking a little pit stop, letting the kids run around, get some energy out. Are you getting energy out? You just picking up rocks? Playing while mommy and Hannah are going to the bathroom in there. What movies have you watched so far?
Diego and Cars.
Diego and Cars? Cars 2? Those are fun movies, huh? Hallie, have you taken naps yet? I don't think so. I think Hallie's just been, she's been pretty good. She's been sitting in her chair, just kind of taking off her shoes and throwing them on the floor type of thing. It is really hard to keep you from running out with all the cars, Hallie. There's mommy. There's Hannah. Let me go. Wants to get all her energy out. Hannah, did you go potty? Let's find the details about the potty trip. How was it? Was it good? Make her bladder gladder?
Was it a really nice bathroom?
At the good old urination station?
I have not been picking good stops.
Is this kind of ghetto?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. It's just for peeing. One thing we can certainly say about this drive is that it is very scenic, very beautiful.
Very nauseating.
Nauseating? What are you sniffing on your...
I'm smelling peppermint oil so I don't get sick.
Is it working?
It is.
There's a lot of like little turns and like little, well, it's a little windy road through the mountains, as you can tell, and seeing lots of nice trees starting to bloom, and the colors starting to come back and everything, and little bridges and little tunnels. Hopefully I'm not making you guys sick. Anyway, though, the thing I want to tell you guys is that my sister and her family don't really, they're much more private than Dana and I are as far as what they put online. So we'll be vlogging a little bit with our kids and stuff there, but just so you guys know ahead of time, we're gonna be respectful of them and probably not, you know, put them on YouTube for all you guys. So just kind of a heads up. We made it, Hannah. Are we here? We get to your aunt's house? Did we make it, little guy? What do you got, Allie? You riding a bike? You riding a bike? She's like, gotta get the energy out. She was probably the worst one in the car, wasn't she? Yeah. She was probably the one that she was like, wanting to get out, get free, go play. Go! She's just barely big enough to reach the ground on that thing. She's barely big enough to reach the ground. Oh, wow, there's a Hannah hitting me this side, and a Zinger going that way. Wow. Hey, I don't believe you are old enough to be driving yet, girl. Woo, woo, woo. I'm the police. I pull you over. Excuse me, can I have your license and registration, please? Are you old enough to be driving a car? Are you old enough? Let me see. Are you old enough? Are you old enough, pretty girl?
Yeah.
You are old enough? Okay. What is this bulldozer doing? Are you ramming me over? Hey, hey, I am not a pile of dirt. I am a person. Silly man. Hannah's really excited because look at that big bed she gets. That whole big bed is for you, Hannah?
Yep.
That whole big bed?
And look at what color the flowers are on your bed.
Purple flower.
Sally.
Wow, see where you get to sleep on the couch here? This is cool. Nice little place for you to sleep. This orange blanket they have. Oh no, your toe. Well, I'll say goodnight, okay?
Good night.
Good night. Say goodnight.
Good night.
Tomorrow we drive to my sister's house for Easter, so we're at the library. We're gonna get some movies for you guys to watch. Which ones are we taking, Hannah? Which one's that? One Dora one. Winnie the Pooh.
Another Dora.
Another Dora. A Diego. Another Diego. You guys picking up on a theme here with the Nickelodeon.